All right. Good day to all of us. Welcome to another exciting class in Microsoft and in software management. This lesson is going to be on Microsoft Office Suite. And beginning today, we are taking a course in Microsoft PowerPoint. Right. Now, what is PowerPoint? PowerPoint is um, part or a member of the Microsoft Office Suite, which is used for animations and slideshows. It is also used to prepare PDF slides and animations. So today we are going to take an introductory lesson into Microsoft Office PowerPoint. The version of PowerPoint I'm using is PowerPoint um, Office Suite 2019. So in this Office Suite 2019, that is where you can find um, PowerPoint as well. The other software like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, database, and all the members in the Office Suite family are there. So I'm using Microsoft PowerPoint 2019 for this lesson. Now to start with, you go to you have to open the PowerPoint application, and to open every software, you know where to find them. You go to the start button, then you click on the start, then you navigate through to find Microsoft PowerPoint. Now in 2019 PowerPoint Office Suite, it is not grouped together as it is in the previous Windows. In the previous Windows, you have one folder which all of them are placed in. So you just click on the drop down and then it will come. But here it is different. This is Windows 2020 and it's different from the other one. So in Windows 2020, the software are arranged based on the alphabetical um, in alphabetical order. So PowerPoint can be found at the P column. So we have PowerPoint here. We have PowerPoint here. So we'll click on it for it to open. Now PowerPoint has launched, and launching PowerPoint is based on the speed of your machine. So you see that once I clicked on it, it just opened. That has to do with the speed of the machine and the available um, memory in your computer. My PC has about 10 gigabytes of memory, so you could expect the speed to be very high. Now once you open PowerPoint, you'll be introduced to the interface, and at this session, this is where you set up your project. So we have the home button which you are currently on, and then you have a new button where you click to set up the new project. So when I click on a new, it will present me with available designs, my offline designs. But there are other online designs as well that when you're connected to the internet, they will come. And for them to come, you need to be registered with Microsoft account, and then you must be connected to the internet. Without that, you can have the offline versions of the slides or the designs that you can use for free. We also have the open button where it will allow you to open the recently done project. Okay, so this some of the projects that I recently did, and clicking on it will just open for us to go back and continue from where we stopped. Now we have also folders that, so you create your project in folders. So if you want to open that folder, you come to the folders link, then you select the folder that you want to open the project from. Now we go to presentations, and this is what we have. All right. Now this session we have recent projects, and these are the recent projects. We also have OneDrive. That means you can open your project from the Google Drive. That means if you had saved it on Google Drive, you can open it from there. So when I click on OneDrive, it says that no internet connection. That means that I must be connected to the internet before I can open from the OneDrive. You also have this PC. That means that the project is stored on the PC. So when I click on it, it will give me all the folders that I have. Then I can open my project from it. Okay. I can also add a place on OneDrive, that is the internet. So, or I could also choose to browse and to open a dialog box for me to select where I want to open the project from. So now to create a new project, we'll just click on new, and we will be presented with designs, some of the best designs for offline use. So to start with, you just need to select a design, click on it, and automatically it will open for you. So we're going to select any of the designs. You can just decide to pick any of the designs for your project, depending on the project that you want to do. Okay, whether to prepare lesson slides or for animations, like for slideshows, for video shows, for photo shows, and other things. You can just select any of them, and I'll select droplet. So once I click on it, it will present me with another document um, pop-up, and in that slide or in that design, I have also options to choose how I want them to appear. Okay, so whilst clicking on it, the various designs will come, and in that same area I can also choose another presentation design from. Okay, so I select one of them, and then I'll click on create, and when I click on create, automatically I'll be presented with wonderful wonderful page, and this is the start of our work on Microsoft Office PowerPoint. Now, whilst we are here, let's go through some of the best features on PowerPoint so that we will familiarize ourselves with the tools and the uses of everything. Now we are on the Home tab. So whilst we're on the Home tab, there are some of the things that we can do on the Home tab is to create new slide. And creating new slide means that you are adding additional slides to this one. Now you can see we have only one slide. Now clicking on new slide will create an additional slide. So when I click on this one, you see that another one has joined. So the number of times that I click on, they will all join and they come together to make the transition. So now I have about 7 slides. Okay, so this is a way of quickly adding slides to it. Now you can also click on drop down to select how you want your slide to appear, your new slide to appear, whether to be a title slide or title and content, section header, to content, comparison, title, blank. So whichever way you want them to appear, you just click on it and then they will come. Now at this place, you can also duplicate the selected slides. Okay, so if I select this one, I can duplicate it. So if I selected number one, when I click on duplicate, it will create another slide of the same kind. Okay, now you see it when we add contents to it, you're going to see it clearly. We also have layout, and the layout depicts how you should go about it, how you want the slide to also go, like the way when we click on drop and it appeared. The same thing with the layout. You can also click on reset, and if you have made changes to the slides and other things, they will reset back to its original place. You also have section, and this section this is where we actually group our slides. Okay, so in this section, maybe creating new section, you just put them in one. That means that you have grouped them. So when you click on the drop down, all of them have been grouped in one. So you can decide to create another section where you have different slides altogether. So in the space of one project, you can create more than, you can create enough slides for yourself. Okay, so this is the first session, and you can decide to also create another one in the section so that it don't become too many on, so that you don't need to be scrolling all the time. You just click on new slide, new section, and then they have been grouped here. Now there is the, hello. Now this is the formatting area where it has to do with the text and other things that you will put on it, the document you'll be putting on it. So once I click on it, this means that I can start typing. And when I start typing, this place will open for me to, so that, because they have to do with the input that you have on the slide. So once I click on it, they will open for me to deal with it, to format it and edit it. Okay, that is familiar with, so I can choose to. Right, so this has to do with the editing and then formatting of the slides and other things. Okay. In whichever way I want to do it, they will just, I will just take this opportunity. Then now I can edit them, can bullet them, and a lot of things. So this is what actually this does. So once you select your input or your text on it, the formatting area will open up for you to, in order for you to use those areas as well. Now when we come to insert, at this place we can insert different things, like you can insert new slide, you can insert tables. So when I click on tables, first when I click on new tab, you see that the new slide, you see that it will add another slide to it. When I click on tables, it will give me an opportunity to select the number of columns and rows I want to use on the table. So once I click on it, you see that one has come. So I go and another column has joined. So the number of columns that I want to, I will just hover on it, and the number of rows too, I will just hover on it, and then they will create for me. So when I'm done, I click on the last one, and then they will transform. So now I have my tables on it. So there is an overview of what PowerPoint is about. So we will delve into it each two one by one after the other when we start another class. So still on the insert tab, we also have pictures. We can select and insert pictures um, onto a PowerPoint presentation. So you know that when you are having your slides, you can have images attached to it. Okay, you can have images attached to it, and so this is how to insert the images, and you have the opportunity to also edit the images as well. Now still in the insert tab, you can also insert shapes, and there are millions of shapes for you to also insert. You have rectangle, all types of shapes. Just you click on it and then you just drag, and they will display on it any kind of image that you select. The only thing you need to do is to drag, then it will be transformed onto it. So PowerPoint is pretty easy to use, and when you select on the image, you can also just make a one click and to transform on it at this the required size, the custom size. Okay, so once you click on it, it will just come. But just that if you want to resize it or make changes to it, you can just drag and then to the size that you want to use. So yeah, there are other things you can also insert here. You go through them one after the other. You can insert videos, audios, you can insert equations, word art, a lot of um, charts, smart 3Ds, and other things. All right. Now we come to design, and at this place you can also change the slide that you are using, the slide design. So once you have selected your project already, you can also decide to change it some other time. Or you feel like I should change it, it's not nice or it's not fitting the project I'm doing, you can also change it and they will change for you. Yeah, you can change them to how you want them to appear. There are a lot of them here. There are a lot of them here for you to choose from. So PowerPoint is really a nice thing to learn. Now you can go to transitions, and transition is the um, says the link between one slide and another. So the going from one slide to another, how do you want it to appear? Now there are many designs here or many transitions here that you can use on your slide, and they will keep to the animation of your of your slide. This is how they use this is what they use for slideshows and other things. So when I click on this one, you see that this is how it will appear. So transforming or transferring from, let me say, transiting from one slide to another, this is how it will appear. Okay, so if I'm on slide 1 and I want to go to slide 2, I'll just click on apply all. That means if I have selected my the type of transition that I want to use, I can click on apply to all. When I click on apply to all, that means that all the transitions that I have will have the same element. So let's see, let's view it for the first time. Let's play it. So if I want to play the transitions, I'll go to the top and click on start from beginning, like a transition icon on top. Okay, or I could just click on slideshow and then I'll just click on from beginning. But the, there is also an icon here that when you're on the other part, you can just click on it and then it will start displaying like this. Okay, you see that the transition from one slide, we had about 11 slides. We had about 11, so we can start, we can use another one. Okay, now let's, so when I click on you see that the transition is going, okay, from one slide to another. You had about 11 slides, so all of them will show throughout the once you play them. Okay, so you can just click on escape and then to come back to the, now we also have animations, and this has to do with the input that we put on the image, so on the slide. So if I type your name, how do I want the title or what I put on to appear? There's the animations. I can click on any of the animations and then it will display for me. So this is how I want the title or whatever I put on it to appear. And it can be image, it can be text, it can be logo, it can be anything. Whatever element you have on it, once you click, you select your animation, it will put effect on it, and this is what you're going to have. All right. So there are a lot of them here for you to choose from, and whichever way you choose, they are going to work for you. All right. So you have the slideshow. So this is where you set up how you want your slide to display. Okay. So you have a slideshow. This you want to play from beginning or from current slide, and how you want them to appear. This is the slideshow tab. All right. So we reserve this one. Once we go on, we'll be adding more for you, how to arrange your slides and other things, and how to create a PDF out of it. Okay. Now after your slide, you may want to save or export it. You can click on the save icon on top, or you can go to file, then click on save as, or save as Adobe PDF, and whichever way you want to. You can import it, you can share, you can print it, and other things. Okay. So this is the first session of our work, and is the introduction to um, Microsoft Office Suite PowerPoint. So now let's save our work, and then we come back and continue another time. So we'll select where you want to save it. So save as, then you click on maybe you want to save on this PC. Then you browse where you want to save it. Now let's put it on the desktop. So just say presentation one, or you give it a name that you want. Then you click on save. Then our project is saved. So thank you. We'll meet another time with more in-depth work on PowerPoint.